They're just there.
It's not quality. It's not top quality.
What?
If you really think about it, there's only one.
Top quality. Again, historical bias. But
Yes.
I don't see the top quality. I don't.
Okay.
Who's the guy that makes me go like, oh, player?
Inaki. No, Nico Williams.
I can tell you what I think about Nico Williams. His brain is faster than his brain. Like, they are not in sync yet. They'll get in sync few years, but they are not in sync yet. The promise is there.
Yeah.
But I feel like his decision making needs to catch up with his talent.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
don't
can,
know if that makes sense.
yeah, I kind of get
You
your
think he's
your
like
point.
a Leao? Kind of.
Yeah, I watched Leao last night and I kept asking myself, what's the fuss? What really is the fuss?
Nico has more instinct than Leao.
Yes, he's more instinctive,
Yeah.
but the decision making needs to catch up with the instinct.
Yes.
Like what he's doing versus what the decision to make. But yes, so Inaki, who else? You are giving me stars to look out for in the...
Okay, Fabian Ruiz has been brilliant for me.
Takes the
Okay,
ball to the left,
let me start
passes.
with the big names that I would put up there for me would be Spain. This current iteration of them under Luis de la Fuente. As I said earlier, when you compare this team versus what you had with Luis Enrique, was that the Luis Enrique didn't have that kind of a purpose. When they had the most possession, but they didn't have that kind of incisiveness getting on and scoring goals. And this is completely different with what we are seeing right now from this team. And I know it has this kind of weird names, Basque names, because Luis de la Fuente is from that region, and Fabian Ruiz is the first time that you're seeing him get onto this stage. Really brilliant. You're seeing Pedri for another tournament. He's been really good, like in the game against Spain. This team can get at you.
Pedri is always class. Pedri was the young player of the year last Euro.
Yeah, but then he was injured, and I was asking, how is he gonna look like?
He's class. He's super class. He's like top dog. Pedri. Anyone who thinks Pedri is a surprise, I'm like, I don't watch football, but come on.
Not a surprise, but I had questions over his fitness because he only played like 23 games
But you didn't
last
have
season.
look show. Anyway, go on.
No.
I couldn't resist.
You had to.
The point I'm driving at is that this team, having played Croatia, having played Italy, and the way they defended, I believe that there's a different feel about them right now. They might not have the massive possession, but when they decide to go at you, they are getting it. That's completely different to what we saw with Luis Enrique and the kind of exits they've had before. This is a team that won the UEFA Nations League last year, the UEFA Nations League. But under Luis de la Fuente, they went ahead and they won it.
Of our glorified
This four-nation tournament, Arambe Stars won in Lilongwe. It's just a version of United Nations League. Let's leave that United Nations League alone. Let's talk about
But you would be impressed with the personnel in this team.
I said it's just the quality is not what look, there are several countries the quality is just not what I am used to when I hear those names. Now again, I could be historical. I grew up on Fernando Hierro and Raul.
Comparison.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then from there I came to Kinajavi. So now when I look at this one and like that Ruiz boy you've said, okay, Nico Williams, okay, Lamine Yamal,
Rodri there.
okay.
And maybe it's
Rodri is easily their
Rodri,
best player.
yeah.
Rodri is top dog. But
Yeah.
after that, every other person is.
maybe
Okay,
we can
I
say
don't
it's
have
a
the
team
same feeling, to be
going
honest.
through transition as well. Yeah, bringing in
If you really think
new
about
talent.
it, aside from Rodri, who else is?
Lionel Lamine Yamal, but so he's carried books going to school. In fact, but I'd put them higher in terms of how they look and their transition and play compared to the defending champions who obviously look like they fluked that thing 3 years ago. Italians look funny.
And I think Kukurea has been great. I think
Kukurea
has been great.
I agree.
I just want to
100%.
give him his flowers.
Hey.
He's been
I agree. In fact, there
I
was a
didn't
tweet.
expect.
There was a tweet where guys were saying Chelsea are asking to sign that Spanish left back called Cucurella. Then they are being told, but then he's looked. I was with him. I'm like, where? Yeah, but he's looked decent.
Yes.
His hair notwithstanding.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree. But Italy look like they are. They can't wait for the tournament to end.
I just thought that in that game they had one clear goal, and that was to defend and probably get a chance and finally get a goal from Skamaka or somebody. Spalletti just got it wrong. Even substitutions, making them at halftime. They were clearly overrun, and Pedri had a very big impact in that midfield. That they just had to take Jorginho off.
Even in the middle of the park, especially Barella and Jorginho, I wasn't too convinced. There was the way they were kind of moving, and you
Yeah, Pedri was seeing them in
it was
that
kind
field.
of stuttering. And even on the back line, they have Di Lorenzo and Di Marco, yeah?
Yeah. Di Lorenzo was
Yeah.
what?
And,
Nico Williams was all over him.
And Calafiori.
Calafiori, their own goal.
Yeah. Again, the quality, the gulf in quality between, because it's a dominated possession, okay? More often than
Yeah,
not,
they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
But they've always been steady at the back.
Yes.
Defensive, very-
parsimonious in defense.
Yeah.
And then when they break, they've got the quality to hurt you.
Yeah.
Now, this one is not good defensively, and they have no quality.
Going forward.
Yeah, true. That's what you get
Even
when,
the guy was
when
playing as
Bonucci
their
gets
10.
of the team.
Yeah.
Wow. The guy was playing as their 10.
Who?
I'm too
Pellegrini.
sold out. Yeah, it was Pellegrini.
Yes.
Come on.
It was a
From
tough
the
game.
heights
It was
of
a tough game.
PLO.
That's
From the heights of...
Hata ile game ya kwanza, the one they considered after 23 seconds.
yeah, the Albania one.
Same. I'm not convinced. Anyway, so we've done Spain,
Yes.
we've done Italy. The Netherlands, there's not much to say other than that their best player is their defender.
The
and that
defender.
says all.
What does it mean when you say that?
How can the team that gave us total football have their best players? As
Okay,
defender? I think that says
it
everything.
still matches the context from the past that you bring on.
No, but look, why? Let me ask you. Ask any person. What are the Dutch known for? Okay, you may be too young to remember this, but
Okay,
ask
get it.
ask any person.
Yeah.
What are the Dutch? Why do we all know the Dutch? Why were the Dutch? Why are they such a big force in world football, in European football? I'll tell you why. Johan Cruyff.
Yeah.
Yes. Marco van Basten.
Yes.
Ruud Gullit. Frank Rijkaard. Okay?
Yeah.
Then we come to this other generation. Clarence Seedorf, Edgar Davids, Dennis Bergkamp, Ronald de Boer, Frank de Boer, Edwin Michael Reisiger. Then you come to Giovanni van Bronckhorst, Wesley Schneider, Robin van Persie. And then you come to the
Javi.
guy who's playing football with a headband. By the way, you must headband on your, unless you those are jokes. Those are bad jokes.
The pie.
Yes, those are bad,
From
bad,
Italia.
bad
Oh,
jokes.
the-
What
oh,
the
yeah.
heck is that? Why is he having a headband? Yeah, and then if you do something that makes you stand out, you better stand out as a player.
Yeah,
You
for
can't
sure.
just
But
be
you know,
walking
he's
around.
also
Yeah.
a musician.
Yeah.
outstanding.
Multi-talented.
Go sing. Now.
Multi.
Yeah, singing
So-
with Quincy Promise.
So when you look at that,
Yeah.
all the way to now, whether Depay,
But in the
Thiago
pretext,
Paul, who's the other one?
Javi Simons.
Simons.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Marlon.
Oh,
okay, like
The
in the-
sub for
don't you think? Because I'm treating as if you're saying okay they have a good defense, so it doesn't really matter.
No. I am saying what is expected of them. These are the Dutch. They are the entertainers. They are the skillful players. They are the technical players. They are the ones who give us wonderful things. We are not getting it from them, is all I'm saying.
Does that directly correlate to what they will do in the Euros?
Yes! They will crash out as soon as they find a half-decent team.
Then what happened to defense in
Are
championship?
you convinced?
You defense wins championships, but you have to be able to go past the halfway line.
And they do. They did score a goal, of which I thought it should have stood.
No. Sammy, it's either a goal or not a goal. If it's disallowed, it's not a goal.
Okay, to be honest,
This
with
is
you-
that thing. This is why people say, lakini sili Kylie kataliwa sio bao. So
Yeah.
let's talk about other things.
And I also think, okay, yes, they didn't. They
Yes,
scored
they
twice
haven't.
they scored twice against Poland.
Yeah.
It's not as if
No,
they
it's
have
not-
a gap in
hold
front.
on. They scored twice against you.
Against Poland.
Poland.
Okay.
You have
And you've got the luxury of bringing over Fuegos from the bench and he comes on and scores within seconds. But it's not as if
That's
they...
the only good thing about the Dutch. My
No.
defensive striker scored. It's the only good thing about the Dutch. Defensive striker came up
Jav.
and he scored. He was like, oh yes, defensive strikers for the Dutch. That's the only thing.
Okay, I disagree with that.
Yeah, it's
It's not as if they have a gap in the...
they do.
That-
Who's their main striker?
Their main striker is Memphis Depay right now.
Who has been
And I agree with you.
who released by Atletico Madrid?
Yeah, he didn't meet the requirements. And I agree with you. So probably you get Votwego starting in that position in the next game. But you've still got Javi Simons in that position, who's doing really well.